Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Kara. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. We have a very exciting video today. We are doing a collaboration with one of my besties on Booktube, Rachel from Ravenhairedreader. If you do not know who she is yet, please go check her out. All of her links are going to be down below. So the idea behind this video is we are doing a blind date with a booktuber. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about the blind date with the book, which people can get on Etsy or at their local bookstores. If you haven't heard about it, basically what it is a local bookstore will wrap up a book in like wrapping paper. You don't know what's in it, and they will put a few little indicators about the book, about maybe if you would like the book or not. So for example, it would be like fantasy and then enemies to lovers romance, or like something like that, where it would just give little tidbits about each book. And if you found that intriguing, you would buy the book and then just read whatever you unwrap. So our idea is kind of similar. I picked a book out for Rachel and Rachel picked a book out for me. So we've both wrapped up the books. We've mailed each other the books, and now we're gonna do a reading vlog of whatever book we have chosen for each other. That's the idea that we're going for. So I tried to pick a book that I really loved and is pretty representative of who I am as a reader, but also I think that she will like it too. I am so excited about this. This has been sitting on my shelf for literally a week, but let's unwrap this, see what she got me, and we're just gonna read the book, and I'm so excited. So my gut is telling me, before even looking at the book that she got, I think she got me a fantasy romance because she's a huge fantasy romance reader. I'm guessing it's either Throne of Glass or The Cruel Prince. I'm not sure, but that's just my best guess, just totally blind, me guessing what she got me. I'm so excited, let's do this. I have my handy dandy box cutter. I had to put a bunch of duct tape on it to make sure that like, you couldn't see our addresses. Oh my gosh, what is it? Are we ready? This is the moment of truth. Woo! Let's open it together. Oh my gosh, cute! Okay, so first look, this is so cute. We have a little note, and then we have some Easter, what do you call that? Easter confetti? Grass, that's what it's called, Easter grass. This is so cute. Okay, I'm gonna read the little note. Oh my gosh, I don't know what it is. Wow, look at that. Very beautiful. Oh, stop. This is so cute. Rachel, this is so sweet. I'm just so happy that I've made like actual friends here. I just didn't even think that this would even happen, and I'm so excited. The community here is amazing. I'm just, love her. All right, we ready? Let's see what it is. Moment of truth. Cute little Easter grass. Ooh! This is so cute. I love this. Okay, so we have dark academia, horror, magical realism, WTF, heart. Okay, so I don't think it's Throne of Glass, and I don't think it's The Cruel Prince from my initial thoughts. I don't know what it is. The only things that are coming to mind are If We Were Villains, but the magical realism part, is that, I can't remember if We Are Villains is magical realism. I'm not sure yet. Okay, I'm gonna take a second to think, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I took the thumbnail, I thought about it a little bit more, and I think I know what it is, but I'm not 100% sure, but I have a feeling. Okay, so it's magical realism, horror, dark academia, WTF. And I think it's Bunny by Mona Awad. I remember watching Rachel's, I can't remember if it was like her best books of last year or favorite books that she's read recently or something along those lines, but I think I remember her reading Bunny and loving it. Also, if it is Bunny, I was just in the bookstore this week and I almost bought it, so like perfect timing. But I have a feeling that's what it is. I mean, I don't know how long Bunny is because this seems like it's a little bit of a shorter book, but I think that's what it is. Okay, are we ready for the reveal? Because I am. All right, ready? Me trying to open up the package nicely. Oh, I ripped it. Jeez, I am not graceful. I was right! I was freaking right! I did it. Yeah! Yes, I'm so excited about this. Literally almost bought this week. So I was so glad I didn't. I'm so excited to read this. I have heard nothing but great things. I feel like this is a good place to start with horror because I've been kind of interested in getting into it. Great job, Rachel. High five through the camera. Okay, so it sounds like it's about this girl who's going to like an elite New England university, and there is this group called the Bunnies. She gets an invitation to be accepted or rush for the Bunnies, I guess. Way to go, Rachel. I am so excited about this. This is gonna be such a fun read, and I feel like it's gonna be pretty quick. It's a pretty short book. Okay, so before I start reading it, we're gonna hop over to Rachel real quick to have her explain why she picked this book for me. I'm so excited to get into it, so let's just cut to that clip.
Hello, Kara's channel, and hello, Kara. So let's talk about why I picked Bunny by Mona Awad for Kara to read. As soon as Kara and I decided to do this video, I knew that I wanted her to read Bunny. I immediately went to her Goodreads, made sure she hadn't read it. I am shocked that she has not read it. I was just so excited because that means I get to send this to her. The main reason that I picked this book for Kara is because this book elicits such strong reactions out of people. People absolutely love it, they absolutely hate it, they are just like dumbfounded and don't even know what to make of this book, and I knew that it would make a very interesting reading experience and reading vlog. This book has horror, dark academia, magical realism, and like, I don't even know what else, but that is the best part about this book, is people interpret it many different ways, and I cannot wait to see what Kara thinks. Kara, I feel like you're going to give this book a 4-star, maybe a 5-star. I would love if you did, but go ahead and be brutally honest. Even if you hate this book, that is totally fine. I've seen many people dislike it. Regardless, I am just so excited to watch your journey that you are going to go through while you read this book, and I cannot wait to see your reaction.
All right, so excited to read this book. Let's just get into it. Let's start reading. Let's have a great time. Welcome to the reading vlog. Am I in the middle of reading 2 books right now? Yes. But am I gonna start this? Also, yes. I cannot wait to read this. So the other books are gonna have to take a backseat for now. So hello everyone, we are doing our first check-in for Bunny. I'm about 60 pages into it right now. Quick little overview, I think I kind of talked about this in the intro, but basically it is about a girl who is going to a graduate program at this like elite university in New England. She gets invited to join this group of girls. It's not a sorority and it's not a cult, but it's like kind of somewhere in between, where they're kind of like this secret society of girlfriends, and I'm not really sure like what they do yet. They had their first meeting, I guess, where they invited the main character to their meeting, and it was very strange, but I'm very intrigued. I was texting Rachel earlier, and the way I described it, I was like, this is a dark academia of Mean Girls. I'm picturing the group of bunnies literally as the Mean Girls. It's so good so far, and there's the mystery element to it too, which is like, what is this like secret society? There's like a lot of confusion surrounding them, and it's just very like pretentious and stuff like that, and I am into it. The writing style is a little, it's not a bad writing style, it's just a little bit much. Like there's like a lot of details and like a lot of like very descriptive sentences and stuff like that. There was this one page that was kind of pretty much just all description of stuff, and I got kind of lost in that. So I'm not like the biggest fan of the writing style, but the plot is really good. I think I'm gonna really like this book. And I've heard the ending is just weird. Really interested to keep going. I'm gonna keep reading. Honestly, I feel like I could finish this book within the next few days. So that would be awesome. All right, let's keep reading. Hello. So I'm on page like 120-ish of Bunny. This book is whack. It is so out there. So, okay, I explained how it's kind of like this like cultish secret society kind of trope, right? Well, we had their first or one of their first meetings, I guess. You know, at first I was following because I was like, okay, this seems like this could happen. Like it seems a little bit more realistic. And then something happened in that meeting and I'm like, okay, nothing is off limits at this point. It went even more crazier than that. Like it just keeps getting weirder and weirder and weirder. And I'm like, I don't even know what's around the next corner. It just doesn't make any sense to me. This does not feel like it could be real life. That's for sure. It's just going outside of the realms and outside of the realms of reality, and it's just wild. Okay, so just like a few little plot points that I want to talk about. I wrote down like this little list here. First of all, the details that she describes of the clothing I find very interesting because they're just so strange. Also, the town that this college is based in. In the beginning of the book, you're like, okay, this seems like it's in New England, and then it keeps getting like weirder and weirder and weirder, and you're like, am I still even in the States? Am I in Canada? Am I even in the world? And also there's like strange crimes happening in this town. I just like don't really know where it's going. Okay, so I read The Secret History last year and I really liked that book. I see such a crossover with The Secret History with this book. There's so many parallels. I feel like The Secret History is a lot more realistic of a dark academia than this is. This is just, like I said, it's expanding outside of reality at the current moment. But I do really appreciate how it's like taking this secret history almost to like another level. Yeah, it's just a wild ride so far, and I feel like my mind right now is open to all the possibilities of what could happen, but then I feel like those expectations are gonna be shattered and I'm gonna be like, stuff in the human world is probably not even gonna happen. Like we're stepping outside of reality at this point. So I can't believe I'm only on page 120. I'm probably about like the 35-40% mark, but I feel like there's still a lot more to go. And I don't know how this is gonna play out. It's weird. This is a weird book, but I'm really intrigued and I'm really enjoying it, like way more than I thought I was going to. The trope of like the secret society though is getting me. I really am enjoying it. All right, gonna keep reading. I'll keep you updated. It's a time. We're having a great time with this one. Hi. Okay, I am back with an update. Number one, I am just gotten to part 2 of Bunny. All I can say, this is a fever dream. Like, what, I just spit everywhere. What is happening? I don't even have words for it because I'm just like, my brain is exploding every time I'm reading it. And I'm like, I don't even know what's going on. I don't know where the story's going. I don't understand what's happening. It's a lot of emotions. Nothing makes sense. I am all over the place, but I'm loving it. I am loving every single second of reading this book. I can't stop wondering what's actually happening. It's so weird. It's so weird. It's like Mean Girls and Secret History and disturbing things. Like, what the hell? So that's where I'm at. Yeah, I'm just on my break at lunch. Gonna keep reading a little bit until I have to go back, and we're having a time. It is a time to be alive here. Hello everyone, I have an update. Please ignore what's going on up there. I just biked home from work and I had to film this because a tragedy has occurred. An absolute tragedy. So, it is a beautiful, beautiful day outside today. It is 75 degrees. This is the first 75-degree day we've had all year. We have been in our homes for literally 6 months and it's finally beautiful outside. So I was like, I want to ride my bike to work today. It is a gorgeous day outside. I had the late shift at work, so I was like, this is gonna be perfect. I'm gonna ride my bike. If you're wondering why I live in some place where it only becomes 75 degrees in May, it's because of my family. I have no choice, okay? I also love my job, so I basically have to live here, regardless. So normally when I bike to work, I put everything in my little backpack here, and it's great. It always works, holds everything, it's nice. So this morning, I made myself a really nice coffee because I was like, I have a late shift, I'm gonna make myself a little latte. It was great, got everything all packed. And normally when I make like my coffee in the morning, if I'm gonna bike to work, I put like a paper towel over it just to make sure that it doesn't like spill everywhere. My fault was though, I used a new coffee mug that I have never used before while biking to work. Normally, I get to work and there's only like a little bit of coffee that has spilled. Well, I was biking to work and I was like working up a sweat, you know, and like I could tell I'm wearing a backpack and it's like 70 degrees outside. So I was like kind of a little bit sweating on my back. And I get into work, I change into my scrubs and there's like, I thought it was sweat. And I was like, dang, look at me. I am health. I am fitness. I can work up a sweat in 20 minutes. Look at me. I am peak health. No. I opened my backpack. Coffee has spilled all over the paper towel that I put to soak up any spilled coffee. Spilled all over the bottom of my bag. And then I pull out my book because I always take my books with me to work just in case I have some downtime. It's tragic. It's tragic. I mean, it's not like terrible. It's only the little bottom part here, but it got all over my planner too. I'm fuming. And I know a lot of you are probably like, why don't you use a book sleeve? I don't have time for book sleeves, okay? I don't. I bring my books everywhere with me. I destroy my books, and I guess today this was the destruction that happened. R.I.P. I mean, at least I can still read it, but it's just so sad. Now I have to look at my shelf and be like, remember what you did. I have no one to blame but myself. I have no words. I have no words for how upset I am at my prior self. I literally have another spot in my backpack, like a slot where a computer could go, that I should have put it. And I was like, no, my bike lock needs more room. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. And now my planner for the rest of the year is soaked in coffee. I mean, maybe it smells nice, sure. It's a tragedy. So yeah, that's my update. I didn't get any more of it read today. I'm on chapter 21, which I think is right before part 3. Update just on the book in general. I just feel like I am being drug along. The story is told, so it feels like to me the reader is going through, oh, I'm normal. Oh my God, I just took a bunch of LSD and I have no idea what's happening. Oh my God, I'm normal again. Like, that's what it feels like. And I think that's an intentional thing. Like, I think it's supposed to be like a fever dream the whole time. But like, wow, what a reading experience I'm having. I don't think I've ever read a book that's made me feel like that. So we're just going through it. And honestly, like, the characters have different names as the book goes on. Like, they'll refer to one character as like their actual name, then they refer to him as a nickname, and then they refer to him in descriptions. There's like 5 girls and they refer to them as different things throughout the book. And I can't keep them all straight. Like, I don't have a picture in my mind of who is who. And I think it's meant to be like that. Like, I think you're just kind of supposed to think of them as like a collective group of people rather than individuals. But it's just so weird. It's so strange, but I love it. I am really, really, really enjoying this. I've never read a book like this before, so props to you, Rachel. Great freaking pick. Way to get me out of my comfort zone. I don't think I ever would have read this. I mean, maybe I would have read this casually because I was thinking about picking it up at the bookstore, but I think it would have sat on my shelf for a really long time and I probably wouldn't have picked it up for like a year. So I'm really, really glad that she sent this to me and I'm reading it. This is what this experiment is all about. It's like becoming out of your comfort zone, trying something new, and this has freaking worked. Way to go, Rachel. I am really, really enjoying this reading vlog experience. So I'm gonna keep going. I'll probably finish this sometime this weekend, and just so disappointing. Hi, I know this is a wacky angle, but I needed to give an update real quick. on Bunny. I just hit part 3. Is there even a storyline going on? I don't think there is. I'm really confused, honestly, at where this is going. I feel like I was following in the beginning and now I'm just plain confused as to what's happening. I almost feel like I'm too dumb for this book. The writing is really, really great, like very descriptive writing, very like, it just flows. It's really beautiful writing, but I tend to get caught up in the descriptions and stuff like that. And I have no idea where the plot's going. I don't even know what the plot is at this point. Like I said before, I feel like that's how I'm supposed to feel, but I'm stressed that I don't know what's going on in the book, and I feel like the ending is gonna come and I'm just like, I don't even know what I read. I don't feel like there's a mystery at this point. Everything is just like, what the F? I am confused. But it's good. I really feel like I'm probably gonna give it like a 4.5 star. I just don't think I would give it a 5 star because I'm confused a lot. Which, like I said, I think I'm supposed to feel like that, but like, it just is making me feel like I'm dumb and I don't understand what's going on. Has anyone else felt like that reading this book? I understand why it's totally really hyped, but I'm just literally no clue what's going on. So that's where I'm at. I have maybe 80 pages left. So hopefully I'll finish it. If not today, then tomorrow, and bye. Okay, I have 40 pages left, 35 pages left. We're gonna power through and we're gonna do it. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't even know what the twist is gonna be. Also, sorry for my appearance. I literally just woke up, but cheers to coffee. Okay, let's get reading. Okay, so I just finished it. I don't even know what to say. This book is so wild. Like, it is all over the place. It's all over the place, but like in a succinct way. Like it kind of follows the same pattern. I think I need to read some reviews because I think some of it kind of went over my head and there's metaphors in there that I don't think I have fully understood yet. So I think I need to read some reviews. First, feeling about rating, I'm thinking 4.5, but I'm not 100% sure yet. I think I'm gonna read some reviews and then I'm gonna get back to you and tell you my final thoughts on this because I feel like my brain is a little bit mind-fucked right now. Let me do that and then I'll come back to you. I don't have words for what I just read. Really glad I read it. So glad, but this is out there. How did someone come up with this in their brain? That's what I wanna know. Writing is fantastic. I'll give you that. Like, the writing is stunning. But like, wow, that was a ride. I was on a roller coaster the whole time. Okay, I'll be right back to give you my final thoughts. Okay, so I have since looked up reviews. I've changed. I've thought about it for a hot minute. I'm teetering between 4.5 and 5 stars. If you have read this book and not read the theories or reviews on it or interpretations of it, I'm going to leave a link down below to a Reddit thread. It's insane. This book is genius. So much stuff went right over my head, but I was never someone to be a literary scholar per se, okay? So in English class when I was like in high school, any hidden meaning, any kind of metaphor or understanding, literally right over my head, I never understood those. I'm like not a literary scholar by any means. And so I would always miss those interpretations. This whole book is an interpretation. Go read the theories on this book if you haven't read them yet, because I feel like this book could be so misunderstood if you don't look those things up or like try and understand it more than just from surface level. Because on surface level, I'm like, this was insane and I don't understand it at all and I'm so lost. But then after reading people's interpretations of it, I'm like, oh my God, Mona Awad is a genius. This is a genius book. It is a ride. You're going up and down the whole time, and this is just a work of art. And I feel like I need to reread this book to actually like really understand it all. You could write a dissertation on this book. This is so good. I feel like I have to give it a 5-star because it's just a work of art. Like this, I've never read anything like this. I was reading some people's that I follow on Goodreads, like, or on Booktube, their reviews of it. And a lot of people were having issues with like the pacing and the writing style and stuff like that. But I did have issues with pacing at some points, but that was intentional. That was supposed to be like that. Like you're supposed to kind of ebb and flow throughout the book. Yeah, towards the middle, I was kind of like, I don't understand. I felt like I was really slowing down just because I had no idea what was going on. But that's the point of it. That's the whole point. The writing at points was very, very strange. I couldn't follow what was going on because the writing was just like all over the place at some points. But again, that's the point. That's the whole point of this. I think I'm gonna give it a 5 stars. I'm so happy that we did this. Like I was saying before, I would have never picked this book up. And not that I never would have picked it up, but I feel like I wouldn't have had anything to push me to pick it up. And I'm so glad that Rachel sent me this book because I feel like, in a sense, it's a breath of fresh air, but at the same time, it's just, I feel like I am stepping out of my comfort zone completely with this book. And I'm really, really glad that I did. It's insane. I would highly recommend it if you haven't read it, especially if you are the type of person who appreciates hidden meanings and metaphors and just interpretations of novels and stuff like that. Or if you like that kind of stuff, you should really read this book because the entire book is that. But if you like surface value, like just tell me exactly what you're saying, probably don't read this book because you won't understand. Because I didn't understand. I literally didn't understand anything until I read those reviews. Overall, this was a fantastic collaboration. I loved doing this with Rachel. I was texting her like the whole time while I was reading this book. It was so great. I loved it. I am just so happy we did this, and I'm so glad for the Booktube community that I've made here and like all of my friends, and like it's just 10 out of 10. I love it. All right, so please go watch Rachel's video after this to see the book that I sent her. I will try and link it here. If I can't link it here, I will link it in the description. Seriously, go check out her channel. She's amazing. She has great taste. Love her to pieces. I hope you enjoyed this video today. Please give it a thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button if you're new here. If you liked this video and want to see more of my content, welcome. I hope you stay. I really appreciate you watching this. Have a great day or evening or whatever time of day it is that you are, and I will see you next time. Bye.